Next problem of change of variable. Evaluate double integration over r e raised to y minus x divided by y plus x dx dy, where r is the triangle bounded by the coordinate axis and the line x plus y is equal to 2. So this is the line x plus y is equal to 2. So how can draw the figure of this x plus y is equal to 2, graph of x plus y is equal to 2. Substitute y as 0, we get x is 2. So write mention 2 0 point. This is 2 0 point. If we substitute x as 0, then y is 2. So this is a point uh, 0 2. This is 2 0 point and 2 0 2. So obtain any 2 points on the line, and the line passing through that 2 points is the graph of that line. So the drawing of the graph of the line is very simple. That is, substitute y at 0, find x, and then substitute x at 0, find y, and we get 2 points on the line, and mention that 2 points in the xy plane. And then the line passing through that 2 points, the straight line passing through that 2 points is the graph of that line. So x plus y is equal to 2, and the coordinate axis means x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, x axis and y axis. Okay, so this is the area bounded by the coordinate axis and the line. That is, this is r, this is the r region. Now we had to change the variables. So substitute y minus x as u and y plus x as v. So this is the change of variable. Okay, so y minus x as u and y plus x as v, and therefore x is what? X, that is, if we subtracting these two, we have the value of x, and if you add these two, we have the value of y. And then Jacobian of dabba xy divided by dabba uv is what? Is dabba x by dabba u, dabba x by dabba v, dabba y by dabba u, dabba y by dabba v. And this is the Jacobian. Dabba x by dabba u is what? The derivative with respect to u is minus 1/2. The derivative of this with respect to v is plus 1/2. Similarly, dabba y by dabba u is plus 1/2. Dabba y by dabba v is plus 1/2. And therefore, this into this, minus 1/4, minus 1/4 becomes minus half. So mod of Jacobian is plus half. So if we substitute this as u and this as v, then this figure transform to this. So in uv axis, so this is u axis, this is v axis, and so x plus y is equal to 2. This line, if we substitute x as this value and y as this value, then we have the answer v is equal to 2. That is, if we substitute value of x as this and v as this, then x plus y converted to v is equal to 2. So this is v is equal to 2 line. That is, it's parallel to u axis and at a distance 2 from the origin. Okay, so this is v is equal to 2. Then y is equal to 0 means this is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 means u plus v is equal to 0. So u is equal to minus v, or u plus v is equal to 0. This is the line u is equal to minus v, or u plus v is equal to 0, passing through the line origin, but in the second quadrant, divides the second and fourth quadrant into equal parts, makes an angle 45 degree with u axis and v axis, but it is lies in the second and third axis. And then the third line, x is equal to 0, converted to x is equal to 0 means v minus u is equal to 0 means u is equal to v, and u is equal to v in this line, that like x is equal to y. So this figure converted to this figure, and now double integration over r, this given integration e raised to y minus divided by y plus x dx dy is equal to double integration over r dash. Suppose this region is r dash, e raised to u by v, because y minus x is u, y plus x is v, mod j du dv, because dx dy is replaced by mod j du dv, and mod j is 1/2 du dv. And then now integration, limit of integration. So suppose we have to integrate with respect to first u, then take a strip parallel to u axis. This just consider this strip parallel to u axis like this, and then its one end touches to u is equal to minus v, so u is equal to minus v is lower limit, and another end touches to u is equal to v, so other upper limit is u is equal to v. And then in order to cover this region, we have to move this strip parallel to u axis from this point to this point. So at this point v is 0, and at this point v is 2, so v runs from 0 to 2. And then very simple integration now, that is integration with respect to v is e raised to 1 by v into u is e raised to u by v divided by 1 by v, that is e raised to x plus b rule, that like that. If there is e raised to 3x, then what is its integration? E raised to 3x divided by 3. So e raised to 1 by v into u. So 1 by v is constant. So divide by 1 by v. E raised to u by v divided by 1 by v means into v from lower limit to upper limit. Then value at the lower limit, upper limit, and that is substitute u as v. So e raised to 1 and e raised to minus 1, that is 1 by e. And this is constant quantity, and v integration of v is what? V square by 2. Right, v square by 2 integration of v with respect to v. Now this is constant quantity, e minus 1 by e is constant quantity, and integration of v is what? V square by 2, right here v square by 2, then take as 1 by 4, then integration. So integration is v square by 2, and then value at the upper limit minus value at the limit upper lower limit, find its value. So v square by 2. Okay, 2 is here answer. Correct the problem, answer of the problem. Because integration of v with respect to dv with respect to v is what? V square by 2, right here v square by 2 from v runs from 0 to 2, and then find value at upper limit minus, that is 4 by 2 v square, 4 by 2 minus 0, and 4 by 2 is 2. So answer is correct, but here the correction is right, v square by 2, and then value at the upper limit is 2, value at the lower limit is 0. So answer is same, but here is the correction v square by 2. So if such a problem is there, then substitute y minus x as u, y plus x as v. So this is the change of variable. In order to change of variable, sometimes the substitution is given in the example. In this example, substitution is given. In this example, substitution is given in this example. That substitute u as this and v as this. Okay, but here is the substitution is not given in this problem or the next problem. If the substitution is not given, then we take the substitution. So and substitution depend on the function, this integrand, that is we have to integrate this function root x plus y and y minus 2x. So u is x plus y and v is y minus 2x. Substitution, if you have to substitute u and v, then the substitution is depend on the function. If the substitution is given, then use that substitution, but otherwise if it's depend on you, that is you have to take the substitution, then observe the integrand, and then x plus y as u, y minus 2x as v. Here is y minus x as u, y plus x as v. So substitution problem. So we have to sketch the diagram, because we have to change the variable. So substitution is x plus y is u, y minus 2x as v, and then x is what? Then adding these two, subtracting these two, we have the, that is find the value of x and y. We have this x value of y is this. Okay. Then now we draw the figure from the limit. So x, this is the limit on y 0, y 0 means x axis. Then y is 1 minus x means x plus y is equal to 1 is this line passing through the point 1 0 and 0 1. And x, this is x is equal to 0 means this line, x is equal to 1 is this line, Okay, so this is the area bounded by these curves or straight lines. So this is the figure from this limit, and then this figure converted to this because of this substitution. So x plus y is equal to 1 means this plus this is equal to 1, and then we have this plus this is equal to 1. We have uh, v minus 3 and v plus 3 get cancelled, then 3u by 3 means u is equal to 1. So u is equal to 1. So this is the line u is equal to 1 parallel. So this is xy axis, now uv axis, and u is equal to 1. This line x plus y is equal to 1 converted to u is equal to 1. U is equal to 1 is this line, that is the parallel to v axis, and at a distance u1 from the origin. This is the line u is equal to 1. So x plus y converted to u is equal to 1. Then x is equal to 0 means this is equal to 0. Dividing by 3, u minus v is equal to 0. That is u is equal to v. So this is the line u is equal to v. This is not v is equal to 2. U is equal to v. This is the line u is equal to v. Correction is there. This is not v is equal to, u is equal to v. So this is the x is equal to 0 line converted to u is equal to v. This is the line u is equal to v, which divides the first quadrant in two equal parts. And this y is equal to 0 means this is equal to 0, dividing throughout by 3, then 2u plus v is equal to 0. 2u plus v is equal to 0. So this line 2u plus v is equal to 0. How we can draw the graph of 2u plus v is equal to 0? Obviously this line passes through the origin because there is no constant term. So this line and this line, another point is what? 0, 0 is one point, and another point is what? If you substitute v as 0, then u is 0. And if you substitute v as 2, suppose v as 2, then u is what? U is minus 2. So mention the point. If you substitute u as that is the line equation of line is this, v is equal to minus 2u. So if we substitute v as 0, then u as 0. So 0, 0, obviously line passes through 0, 0. And if we substitute v as u as 1, then v is minus 2. So where is the point? Minus v is minus 2. So 1 minus 2. This is the point 1 minus 2. At a distance 1 from origin on u axis and minus 2. And then draw this diagram. Draw this graph. Graph of v is equal to minus 2u. That is y is equal to 0 converted to this line. So to draw the graph of straight line, obtain any 2 point on the line. If the constant term is 0, then line passes through origin. So this is the point. And this is the region G, denoted by G, is bounded by these 3 curves. So this region converted to this region. So then we find Jacobian daba xy daba uv is what? Daba x by daba u is 1 by 3, daba x by daba v is minus 1 by 3 in this way, daba x by daba y by daba u, daba y by daba v, and the answer is 1 by 3. Then applying the change of variable formula, that is this given integration in original variable dy dx is equal to substitute x and y as this. So x plus y is u raised to half. This is v, y minus 2x, and this dy dx or dx dy is replaced by mod j du dv or dv du, right? Dy du dv or dv du, and mod j is 1 by 3. And then the limits are v runs from. So suppose we have to integrate with respect to v first, then take strip parallel to v axis like this, strip parallel to v axis. Okay, if we take strip parallel to u axis, then it changes to this region. Then we have to add the 2 regions, r1 and this is r1 and g1 suppose, and this is g2, and then we have to integrate with respect to u first, then it is addition of these two, integration over this region, one integration over this region. And so it is easy to integrate with respect to v first. In some examples, integration with respect to u, if you integrate this with respect to, here is u, if you integrate with respect to v, then we have to take strip parallel to v axis. And if you take strip parallel to v axis, then if you move this strip, then at this place, this the one end changes. So in order to integrate with respect to v, we have to integrate over this surface plus over this surface. Okay, this is suppose g1 and this is g2. So but in order, if you integrate with respect to u first, then take a strip parallel to u axis, and then uh, it's both ends touches to these two lines from bottom to upper part. Therefore sometime integration with respect to u or with respect to v uh, is depend on the problem. So here the integration with respect to v is ag first. So we integrate with respect to v first, then let's take parallel to v axis, and then it's one end of the strip touches to the line v is equal to minus 2u, and therefore it is a lower limit, v is equal to minus 2, and the other end touches to the line v, u is equal to v, means v is equal to u is the upper limit. So here is the correction, right? V is equal to u. So v is equal to u is the upper limit, and in order to cover this region, we have to move this strip parallel to v axis from this point to this point. That is, u runs from 0 to 1. U runs from 0 to 1. Then integration is very simple. Now substitute mod z as 1 by 3. Integration with respect to v, root u is constant, v square integration v cube by 3 minus 2 u2 upper limit value at the lower limit, and then multiplying by u raised to, this is 9 u raised to 3 in and u raised to half, 3 plus half is 7 by 2, and this integration is what, e raised to 7 by 2, u raised to 7 by 2 plus 1 means u raised to 9 by 2 divided by 9 by 2 means into 2 by 9, then value at the upper limit is 1, value at the lower limit is 0. So answer is 2 by 9. So these are the problems of change of variable. Sometimes the substitution is given. By substitution, x plus y is equal to u and x is equal to u into v. Prove that the value of double integral this taken over the interior of triangle bounded by the lines x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, x plus y is equal to 1 is 2 pi divided by 105. That is why to change the variable and the substitution is given. So first find the Jacobian. So x plus y is u and x is u into v. So x and y in terms of u and v are this. So solve these two equations for x and y. X is because is value is u into v, y is u in bracket 1 minus v, and then find Jacobian dabba x dabba y, dabba x y and dabba u v is dabba x by dabba u, dabba x by dabba v, dabba y by dabba u, dabba y by dabba v, and then the integration of x with respect to u is v, like that integration of x with respect to v is u. In this way, the integration of dabba y by dabba u is 1 minus v, and dabba y by dabba v is minus u, and then its value is this minus u, and its mod is plus u. So this is Jacobian. Then draw the figure from this limit. Draw the figure. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 means x axis, y axis, and x plus y is equal to 1. This is the line x plus y is equal to passing through point 1 0 and 0 1. This is point 0 1. This is the region bounded by the coordinate axis, and x plus y is equal to 1, and this region converted to, now x plus y is equal to 1 converted to, so write x as u uv, y as u in bracket, and so we have u is equal to 1 because uv minus uv becomes 0, u is equal to 1. So this is the u is equal to 1. So x plus y is equal to 1 converted to the line u is equal to 1. So u is equal to 1 is the line. So these are the uv plane, u axis, v axis instead of x and y. and this is the u is equal to 1 line, this x plus y line converted to u is equal to 1. And then y is equal to 0. If you substitute y as 0 here, y as 0, then we have u in bracket 1 minus v is equal to 0, means either u is 0 or 1 minus v is 0. U is 0 or 1 minus v is 0. U is 0 is this line, v axis, and 1 minus v is equal to 0 means v is equal to 1 is this line. So this line y is equal to 0 converted to u is equal to 0 and v is equal to 1. We have two lines. This line y is equal to 0 converted to two lines, u is equal to 0 and v is equal to 1. And x is equal to 0, then u into v is 0. U into v is 0. That is u is 0 or v is 0. So u is 0 and v is 0 are these two lines. And so this is the area bounded by this these four straight lines. The second last equation is what? X is equal to 0 means u into v is 0 means u is 0 or v is 0. So already u and u 0 and v 0 are the u axis and v axis, and therefore this is the region bounded by these four curves, four straight lines. And so the given double integration, this root x into y, 1 minus x minus y dx dy is equal to, so either integrate with respect to u first or integrate with respect to v first. It's very now easy. Then what is the here? Suppose we have to integrate with respect to u first. Then what is the function? That is, we have to integrate this function. Write x as u into v, y as u in bracket 1 minus v, and simplify this. We have this into this converted, this function that is called integrand converted to this, and dx dy converted to mod j du dv. So mod j is u, so write that value is u. And integration, the limit of integration is what? Take strip parallel to suppose u axis, okay, then u runs from one end touches to u is equal to 0, another end touches to v, u is equal to 1. So 0 to 1 is the limit on u, and in order to cover this region we have to move this strip from this point to this point, that is v is equal to 0 to v is equal to 1. So the limit on u is constant, limit on v is also constant. So integrate with respect to u first or integrate with respect to v first. So here is the separate, we integrate the u part with respect to. So first integrate with respect to u and then integrate with respect to v, or directly adjustment is this. So substitute u as sine square theta, and therefore du is 2 sine theta cos theta du for this integration du, and v as sine square phi, therefore dv is 2 sine phi cos phi. And then u limit of u runs from 0 to 1. So if u tends to 0, then theta tends to what? U tends to 0, then theta tends to, so if we substitute u as 0, then sine square theta is 0, means sine theta is 0, means sine theta is 0, means theta is sine inverse 0. Sine inverse 0 is 0. So u tends to 0, then theta also tends to 0. But if u tends to 1, then sine square theta. So u is 0, then theta is 0. But if u is 1, then sine theta is 1, means theta is sine inverse 1, means pi by 2. So limit 0 to 1 replaced by 0 to pi by 2. And u square means this is sine raised to 4 theta. 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. Its root is cos theta. So this is cos theta, and this 2 sine theta, substitute 2 sine theta cos theta. So in all we have 2 sine raised to 5 theta cos square theta d theta. Similarly, this is what? This is also the same. We have 0 to pi by 2 times sine square. It is in root, therefore it is sine square phi cos square phi. Substitute v as a sine square theta. So we have this. and then integration of this factor sin raised to 5 theta cos square theta d theta. By using this is the 1 minus cos square theta 1 minus sin square theta, then multiply by sin raised to 5 theta, and then use the reduction formulas. Here is also use the reduction formula, and we have this answer 2 pi divided by 105. So this is the problems of change of variables. So remaining problem we will see in the next lecture.